Morning, guys. I just came out here, mud, to the shed to get the, what the heck am I talking about? The card for this camera so I can open up the vlog. How are you guys? I have my new retainers in. Basically, I went in and I'd finished my first, I'd finished the 21 weeks or whatever that I was supposed to do of the aligners. And then they had me come back in and I thought like, okay, I'm probably done. I mean, I had like a little space, but they were like, no, we'll do a refinement now. You know, what does that mean? And they said like they will take the imaging of my teeth again and then order me another set. But they said this time it would probably only be like 6-7 weeks or something, just to refine what they'd already done. And I was like, okay, well then, I guess when we went on lockdown and like all the offices and stuff closed was right at the time that my next set came in. So I didn't get them. They ended up like getting delivered and then returned back to the place. They're like created at a lab in California. And so they got sent back there. So finally, towards the end of like the quarantine stuff, as things were starting to open back up again, I called my dentist's office and I was like, listen, we've been on lockdown for like 2 months and I would have been done with this by now. Like, is there any way that I can get them to mail them to me so I can start them? Like, I basically spent 7 or 8 weeks just wearing my last set of retainers just at night when I slept, just to keep my teeth from moving. So I haven't been wearing them all the time during the day. Now I've got, long story short, they got them, I went and picked them, or they mailed them to me. So I spent about 2 extra months where nothing was happening with my teeth, but now we're back on board. There were 8 in this set. I've already done 1 week, so today I put in week 2 of 8, and then hopefully I will be completely done with this. Thought I would update you guys on the retainer situation and why you're gonna see them again now in videos all the time, and because it makes me talk funny, especially the first day when I change into a new set. I really talk funny for that first day. And sometimes I spit a lot too. All right, so today we are going to start working in the yard a little bit. It has rained here for a week solid, so there's not a whole lot that we can do because the yard is just still so soggy and wet. But we're gonna try to get going on some projects in here or out here. We've got some indoor projects as well. It's just we have so many things on our like to-do list, and we are notorious for starting projects and not finishing them. And so I really want to get some finished, you know? Kind of tired of, like I said, having half-done projects. It's kind of starting to drive me crazy. So we're gonna start working on some projects around here today. The kids had the cutest little bake-off yesterday with the neighbors. Shelby made her famous oatmeal cookies and the neighbor boy made a cake. They ended up tying. Basically, the votes were split in half evenly, but Shelby made her delicious oatmeal cookies and I ate a lot of them yesterday, so my stomach is kind of hurting. I'm feeling bloated, but that child makes the best oatmeal cookies in the entire world. And one of these days I'm gonna have her make a video. We'll do like a cooking video and have her make her oatmeal cookies because they are so good. Okay, I can't show you until you get some clothes on. Here we go.
All right, so the kids are all outside riding bikes. Not all of them.
Where do they go all the time now? Like they disappear outside. They get dressed, they eat their breakfast, and if we're not doing school and we're not going anywhere, which we're not going anywhere, then they disappear in the neighborhood to go ride bikes like all day.
They come back for lunch.
Yeah.
They graze. Then they go back out. We've lost them. They're gone forever. We need to get Rosie one of those Zoom bikes. Is it Zoom?
I don't know. What do you mean?
The company in Texas. Woom.
Still a regular bike, isn't it?
Well, they have the starter bike, like the first, like it's kind of like a balance bike, but you're just like, you don't pedal, you push yourself.
How about you just teach her to ride a regular bike?
Well, I can do that, but I want her to get used to steering it first off.
I bet she can.
Okay, that'll be the next mission. You ready to ride a bike?
Yes.
She's ready. All right, we got to get a helmet and elbow pads and knee pads.
And a bike that fits her. Teach her with training wheels and let her ride it for a while, and then we'll.
Okay.
You just have to get her to want to do it because she much prefers. She's kind of like a house cat in that she much prefers to be inside with me, doing chores and hanging out and eating snacks.
No, the girl will throw down some Cheez-Its like it's nobody's. But it is funny.
Yeah, I know.
So.
She, as my little sister always calls herself, Savannah always calls herself an indoor cat. And I feel like that's Rosie. She's like, well, it's a little hot outside. I think I'll stay inside.
House.
A house. House. There we go. Hey, Che.
Your phone.
Yeah, she does have my phone. All right, hey.
Handphone.
I hear ya. All right, let's get. Speaking of snacks, should we get one? What do you want, graham cracker? Or veggie straws? Veggie straw? Okay, deal. Angie's struggling a little bit today. Why are you struggling, hon?
I'm not out.
What's going on?
I already told them this morning that I changed up my routine.
Oh, okay.
I just took them out to eat. They were out for what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And then when I went to put them back in, like, it just...
Your teeth hurt.
I checked the little chart that says, like, what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's doing a buccal... I don't remember what it's called now.
Did you just say buccal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like called BTP. It's pushing my teeth out. Like, it's widening my mouth.
It's making your mouth bigger?
Yes, it's widening.
Everybody wins.
And my mouth hurts. My teeth hurt. It's like a few minutes of just like this intense pain, and he's over here threatening me with a spatula. He's gonna slap me on the butt with a spatula. My mouth hurts, and I was like, now is not the time, my friend. Today is not the day, and I am not the one.
I had braces when I was a kid. The very first night that I had them in, I remember it like it was yesterday. I tried to eat just a piece of lunch meat because my teeth were so sore. I bit down on a piece of lunch meat, like from a Lunchable, and it was like somebody took a hammer and just went poof. It felt like just the sharp pain throughout my entire skull.
Let's be clear, lunch meat and Lunchables is not real meat.
Debatable. Processed ham? I mean,
Just kidding, but
turkey.
I don't really consider that meat. The cheese in there is nasty, the meat in there is nasty. It doesn't feel like real
You're eating the
food.
wrong Lunchables then. I mean, I was raised
What
on
are the
those
right-
and Gushers.
My mother would have, she did not buy Gushers. We were not allowed to have Gushers. Those were a waste of money.
Did she make you lunches like during homeschool time?
Well, yeah, but she made us like real meat and cheese and crackers and pasta and things like that.
I'm an American. I was raised on Lunchables and Gushers in a Simpsons lunchbox.
Explains a lot. In a Simpsons lunchbox, we were not allowed to watch The Simpsons. That was trash TV.
Watching Married with Children as
Yeah,
dinner.
no, we weren't allowed to watch any of that kind of stuff.
Hug?
Hello, we have children home.
Rolls in, he's like, Dad, hug?
You just need a hug? You just gotta hug it out, man?
Wait a second. Did you do something wrong?
Uh-oh.
I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and you're asking for a hug.
What happened? What did you guys get into outside? Tell us the truth. What is happening? JJ lost his other front tooth.
Look at this guy.
We got two front teeth are gone now.
You look like a prize fighter.
Also, he can pick me
I
up.
was just about to say.
I haven't shared that video yet. No, not yet, not right now, not right now. JJ. He discovered he's strong enough to pick me up, and don't do it right now, buddy. Don't do it right now. And we got it on video yesterday because I was surprised by that. My project today is, well, one of my projects. Oh, hello, Shelby. That was my project 11 years ago. Squeeze that one right on out. Gave birth to her, she came flying out. That was my project. Hello. Hi. Hello. So this is my project for today. I need to repaint the door. Thank you, children, for picking off the paint there. And we got a new deadbolt and lock here, so I need to clean all this, paint that. I did not get a new chain, which I kind of forgot about, so I'll get a new chain to match it because I got a black doorknob. So I'm gonna paint this door, I'm gonna clean it first, and then I'm gonna paint it, and then I'm gonna add the new doorknob. All right, so this is the cleaner that I'm gonna use on the door before I paint it. It's called TSP, it's a heavy duty cleaner. I actually got this for doing the camper, painting the walls in there, and it is what you use to get that kind of like layer of, it's kind of like a protectant layer that's on the walls of camper, but it gets that off so that the paint will adhere. So I'm gonna do the same thing to this door so that hopefully we won't have that situation again. So I'm gonna use this, you just have to mix a little bit of it with hot water. I've got some sponges to use here, well, one sponge, and we're gonna clean the door first. All right, so I decided that I'm finally gonna go ahead and stain the front door too. So Sierra went to get me the sander. I take this bad boy off and sand it down and finally stain the front door. We went back and forth about sanding it or painting it black because the shutters are black, but I really like the contrast of the wood. So I'm gonna try sanding it and staining it and seeing how we like that. And if we like it, then I'll leave it. If not, then I'll go back and paint it black. But I'm gonna start by just sanding it and staining it. All right, so change of plans. We took the door off, which was a nightmare. And then we tried to take the lock off so that I could stain, and we bought a new lock for the front door. And I don't know if it's because this house was built in 1989 and so was the door and lock, but it does not make any sense. We cannot get it apart, and we've basically destroyed the front door taking it apart. So now I'm gonna go to Lowe's and see if they have any front doors in stock, and I have to buy a new front door because we've taken this one apart so much that we can't get it back together to just put it back up. And obviously we cannot go to bed tonight without a front door on. Right now I have a tarp covering the front door area just so that like birds don't fly in. Sometimes my Enneagram 7-ness gets me in trouble. And this is one of those instances where I may have bitten off more than I can chew. I started with that door and thought, oh, we'll just do this one. No, poor idea. And now it's gonna cost me a lot of money to buy a new front door because we ruined that one. That was very old. Like I said, our house was built in 1989. So that door is like what, 31 years old?
Hello?
Okay, bye, I'm gonna leave now.
What's really funny about this whole thing is I put an Instacart order in. So they're gonna come up to the front door and they're gonna knock on the tarp. Hello? All right, so there's been a slight change of plans. Angie's home. We did not get a new front door. Those things are like $2,000 and like a 2-week waiting period. This is why we don't start things at 4 o'clock on a Sunday, that we're not sure we have everything to do. That being said, we're going back to this old door. We are going to sand it. We are going to rehang it, and I'm going to hire our neighborhood handyman to redo all of the locks and handles and fixtures. And by the time I think he can come out here, he said either Tuesday or Wednesday, which is a couple days. All right, so in the interim, we did have an Instacart order dropped off, which was nice because I didn't want to go to the grocery store. Benji man hit send. He left a nice tip. We needed food for the next few weeks, so we got a ton of veggies, a ton of snacks. We already have a bunch of meat out in our extra freezer out in Angie's shed. Got some mangoes. I don't do grocery hauls. That's not my jam. That's my wife's jam. And this isn't a grocery haul. This is an Instacart order for snacks and vegetables and milk and margarita mix. I mean, let's be honest. It's been a rough couple of weeks for our country, and I'll leave it at that. It's been a rough couple weeks. So, could use a margarita, you know? Hubby. Hubby. Yeah? Huh? Yeah? Air 5? There we go. What door are you working on now? I mean...
Listen, I don't know what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. I'm sweaty, don't touch me.
I like you sweating. In a work way, like when you're...
What?
Are you serious?
I'm sweaty.
Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. We're about to go to bed here in a couple hours, and we don't have two of our 4 entrances
Locked?
secured.
I'm working on it.
Gonna need
Phyllis,
you to take care of that.
Pam, Karen.
Are you having, do you need help?
Never. A piece of my childhood that'll never be forgotten. It was just
That's a country song. It's a man's song with a mustache. Is it an Alan Jackson song? Are you listening to Alan Jackson? Alan Jackson? Are you reading my lips? Alan Jackson? I don't know.
I'm pretending like I can't hear you.
Is it Alan Jackson?
Yes.
I'm good. I'm good. All right. I'm gonna go finish dinner. Good luck with those. Let me know when we can close the door. B-Man, it's dinner time. I think I'm gonna give you rice for the first time. Actually, I need to ask your mom because I'm not 100% sure you can have rice. But it sure does sound good, doesn't it? Yeah? Let's have some rice!
I was all excited because I'm like, look at me go, putting this door thing in. I opened the door.
Oh, I know, the boys.
There's about 5 little handprints right here.
You just
on my
you just painted the whole door.
painted door.
I saw Jonah walk past me, and I go, hey, what are you doing? And he did nothing. Went right into the bathroom, locked the door, and I'm like, okay, that was suspicious.
Do I try to wipe it or paint over it?
Oh, it's wet still. You can't wipe it. Yeah, that's tech. What? What is that? Motion detected in the side yard. Oh, you spray painted the other.
Well, I did, but then they...
We can't have nice things.
I know, my children, I love them so much, but like, give me a break, man. Like, come on, let me just get one project done without you. You've taken my ability to jump on a trampoline.
Without peeing yourself?
My stomach hangs down like the jowls of a bulldog. Can I just paint the door? I just want to paint the door.
I mean, this is great. I came back to get the camera because I saw you making great progress, and then I came back with the camera and... Dude, mission accomplished. 1 door down, 1 door to go.
400,000 to go.
Let's do this. Oh.
These are mine.
So now our plan here is to obviously hang the old door. After Angie sanded it, it looks marvelous. Rosie finds it funny. Benjamin is loving life right now. Not really.
He's irritated.
He just woke up from a nap.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy.
Yeah. Rosie, you having a little tablet time? It's like almost 8 o'clock at night. It's everybody's bedtime. It's everybody's bedtime almost. Okay, so my wife has a certain blood type that mosquitoes are very attracted to. This is science, people. I'm not lying to you. We were hanging this door for 20 minutes. Hold on, right there. 1, 2, 3.
This one, 4. And there's one right here.
Like, I was holding the door. You were outside. Just the right side of your body got smoked. You're like, ow, ow. I'm like, this door is heavy.
I told you that mosquitoes love me. Crazy about my macaroni dip. Name that movie.
They
were cold. They were cold. Could have been guessed in her wedding. They were cold.
Don't mind our giant boxes in our entry.
I can't get the door open now. We're locked in. And I'm also missing, I need a different screwdriver because that one screw is a flathead instead of a... all the rest of them are Phillips except for this one is a flathead.
And my tools are on the porch and you can't open the door.
And I'm locked out. Apparently I had a little squiggly fun with the stand right here. I don't really know what happened there.
She used the tip.
One last ticket before it's gone. One last summer before it's fall.